Ischemic heart disease is usually caused by atherosclerosis of coronary arteries. It is mainly seen after 40 years of age and is more common in males. It can present with stable angina, which is characterized by central chest pain or breathlessness, precipitated by exertion and relieved by rest. It can present also as acute coronary syndrome, which includes unstable angina, in which there is worsening angina and angina at rest, and myocardial infarction, in which myocardial necrosis sets in and severe continuous chest pain occurs. The predisposing factors are smoking, hypertension, diabetes mellitus, hypercholesterolemia, obesity, and alcohol intake. Investigations advised are electrocardiogram and stress test ECG. Horizontal or downsloping ST segment depression of 1 millimeter or more is indicative of ischemia. Exercise ECG may be normal in IHD. So, if suspicion is high, or one should proceed to other tests like CT coronary arteriography. It is being used to document the presence or absence of coronary artery disease in patients with suspected angina. It is not a total replacement of invasive coronary angiography, which provides detailed anatomical information about the extent and nature of coronary artery disease, and it has to be performed when coronary angioplasty and coronary bypass surgery is considered. Management includes avoiding the predisposing factors and controlling BP and diabetes if present. Drugs used for angina are nitrates, which are vasodilators and improve angina. Sublingual glyceryl trinitrate and isosorbide dinitrate are given. Long-acting formulations of GTN and isosorbide mononitrate may be used orally. Headache is common initially but decreases in due course of time. Tolerance develops and is avoided by giving a 8-hour nitrate-free period in night. Nicorandil is also a vasodilator but has the advantage that it does not exhibit the tolerance seen with nitrates. Beta blockers like metoprolol reduce myocardial oxygen demand by reducing heart rate, BP, and myocardial contractility. They should not be withdrawn abruptly. Calcium channel antagonists lower myocardial oxygen demand by reducing BP and myocardial contractility. Diltiazem does not cause tachycardia and can be used when beta blockers are contraindicated. Ivabradine induces bradycardia but does not reduce myocardial contractility and is safe in heart failure as against beta blockers and calcium channel antagonists. Ranolazine inhibits sodium current in coronary artery smooth muscle cells and affects vascular tone, so reducing angina symptoms. Antiplatelets like aspirin and clopidogrel should be given. Atorvastatin and fenofibrate are given to reduce cholesterol levels. Coronary angioplasty is mainly done in single and two vessel disease, in which a balloon is inflated to dilate the stenosis and a coronary stent is placed to maintain the dilatation. Coronary artery bypass grafting is required in triple vessel disease, in which internal mammary artery or saphenous venous grafts are used. If myocardial infarction occurs, ECG shows ST elevation and transmural MI Q waves. Anteroseptal MI shows changes in V1 to V4. Anterolateral MI shows changes in 1 AVL, V5 and V6, and in inferior MI, 2, 3 AVF leads are affected. In non-ST segment elevation MI, there is subendocardial, that is partial thickness MI, and ECG usually shows ST segment depression and T wave changes. Borderline. Now, cardiac biomarkers like troponin I and T, if done within 3 to 6 hours and remain elevated up to 2 weeks in blood. After MI, echocardiography is useful in assessing ventricular function and for detecting important complications such as mural thrombus, VSD, mitral regurgitation, and pericardial effusion. Management includes analgesia by giving IV morphine. IM injections are avoided as hematoma may develop due to thrombolytic therapy. Reperfusion therapy with percutaneous coronary intervention is done if facilities are available. Otherwise, thrombolytic therapy with drugs like tenecteplase and retiplase is done. If patient cannot afford these, then streptokinase is used. Antithrombotic therapy with aspirin and clopidogrel is started. Anticoagulants like enoxaparin has to be given after thrombolysis. Thank you.